Hello everyone, Erica Rock, Spiritual Catalyst, here today to share this lovely practice that awakens the Kundalini energy, which is the spiritual energy curled or coiled up at the base of the spine. And as it rises, it comes from our root chakra, coming through all of our chakras up our spine, coming all the way to the crown, which blossoms the 1,000-petaled lotus and brings us into a place of enlightenment, self-actualization, self-realization. It's actually a very normal experience. I know that so many people think of the Kundalini awakening as this like very rare mystical thing, and actually it's like really natural, really natural. So we can support the rising of our Kundalini through a practice called the Microcosmic orbit. And we're going to kind of do this together so you have an experience and you can feel it for yourself. The other thing the Microcosmic orbit does is it really helps to open all of our chakras, clearing our chakras, and especially really opening the root. And it's not uncommon to see people that are on the spiritual path have their upper chakras be quite open, from like the heart up here, really open, really expanded. But though the lower chakras tend to be the ones that are the most blocked. So when we do the Microcosmic orbit, it really opens up the lower chakras. It opens up all of the chakras, which is great. And, you know, the root is about safety, security, feeling safe being in a body. And I know so many people that do not feel safe on earth, safe being in a body. And we tend to, through traumas and such, we tend to pop out of our body. So the Microcosmic orbit just really gently and sweetly like starts to open all of the chakras, your central channel, and it helps you to feel safe, to be fully embodied. Also, it helps to reawaken, to awaken and strengthen the sexual energy that we have coursing through us that corresponds to our creativity, our passion, our inspiration, our ability to manifest, our ability to be intimate. So many people, like in this day and age, you know, we hear of men with erectile dysfunction. A lot of women shut down their sexuality, and this practice helps to awaken that once again. And not only is that going to help foster more connection in your relationships when we share sacred sexuality with somebody, sexual energy is key to helping us to manifest what it is that we want here on earth. So there's that. The other thing that the sexuality energy, the sexual energy within us helps is to keep us vital, to slow down the aging process, because as that energy is circulating, and you don't have to connect with a partner to have vital sexual energy coursing throughout you. But as it circulates, it restores youth. It opens up all of the chi to flow to our organs, our muscles, our tissues, our brain, to keep us in a youthful state. That's a good reason right there, right? So it helps with the metabolism. It helps with the thyroid gland, actually all of our systems, the endocrine system. It helps to balance and harmonize our hormones. It does so many things. It is pure life force coursing through us. So let's experience this microcosmic orbit. And you might have heard of the microcosmic orbit. You may have even practiced it. I practice in a little bit of a different way than most other people practice, and some things were revealed to me and I was guided to do it in this way. And it's a subtle difference than the way most people practice, but it has made all the difference for me personally. And for women that are starting to go into perimenopause or menopause, and it's like your beautiful womb space has like shut down for the season, with a big sign, do not enter. You know, the tissue can get thin and dry, and there can be discomfort with sex. This helps get the juices flowing once again. You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. I'll receive beautiful text messages and emails from your husband thanking me. That's actually happened. That's why I say that. So, okay, so the microcosmic orbit, or sometimes it's called the multi-orgasmic channel. I've actually, some people that have practiced this have reached climax doing the microcosmic orbit. It's so very interesting. So it involves breathing. So here's what we're gonna do. So what we do is we take a deep breath in and we pull the energy from our tailbone up, our spinal column up to the top of the head. We breathe in, hold the breath for a moment at the top of the head, and simultaneously squeeze your I can't say it. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze, like you're holding in a little tube, okay? And for women, squeeze your perineum shut. I said it. Perineum shut, and also like lock down the vagina. So we're breathing up to the top of the head, holding the breath, squeezing the root below. And this kind of like holds the energy, and then we exhale down the front, going back to the root, and you want to squeeze your perineum, and for women, shut down your vaginal opening. So we squeeze. So it's up to the head, squeeze, hold the breath, breathe out, exhale down to the root, squeeze, and be in that suspended place for a moment of just exhaling and squeezing. And this, the squeezing the perineum and squeezing and shutting down the opening of the vagina, it intensifies the energy. So it's like you're locking it into your body. So, you know, coming up the spine, lock, exhale, lock, and you keep breathing in that fashion for a period of time. Obviously, consistency is key with this practice. It's not going to like transform everything in one practice, but the more that you do it, and only, 5 to 15 minutes is like great, and doing it daily, several times a day, is awesome. So let's do it together. So I'm going to walk you through it. So I want you to take a big inhale, inhaling the breath from the root up the spine to the top of the head, lock down your perineum and your vaginal opening, and hold the breath. Exhale, comes down the front, back to the root. Hold and lock the perineum and the vaginal opening. Breathing again up. Hold, lock. Exhale, down the front to the perineum. Lock. Breathing up. Lock, hold, exhale, lock, hold, breathing up, lock, hold, exhaling, lock, hold, breathing up, lock, hold, exhaling, lock, hold. And let's continue this for a couple more minutes. And let's do 3 more. And now breathe normally. Breathe normally and notice the sensations. It's not uncommon that you feel like a lot of sensations, especially in the roots, the lower 3 chakras, root, sacral, solar plexus. You may feel the energy circulating. That's great, and it will continue to circulate for quite a while. This is one of the natural channels and pathways for our energy to move. Notice the sensations that you might feel, especially in the crown. Root and crown typically there's a lot of sensation when you've practiced this for a few minutes. So yeah, just like notice. I often feel like, and I currently feel like a lot of sensation, root and crown, lot of vibration and pulsating within my body. It's like a ton of light has saturated all of my cells, all of my being. So if you have any questions about this, I hope I was super clear in explaining it. If you have any questions, if you want to share experiences, comments, if you want to share something private, that's cool. You can reach me at Erica, ERICA, at ericarock.com. And if you know of someone that could benefit from this, please share it with them. I always appreciate that. So until next time, all of my love, huge hugs, and goodbye for now.